The house behind me is quarantined off tonight after the sheriff says those 13 people were arrested here on Friday. If I take a step behind the camera, I can show you the ballpark just across the road where the sheriff says many children come to play. Jordan Bragg says he and his friends come to this neighborhood park nearly every day to play basketball.
I've lived here all my life, and it's usually nice. No one bothers you. I've always felt safe here.
Now Bragg says he's shocked this house, which sits just across the street from the baseball field, is quarantined off because the sheriff's department says people were making meth inside. Marion County Sheriff Burnett says deputies arrested these 13 people on meth charges. One of them is 9 months pregnant.
Actually, we didn't have enough officers. We didn't realize that they didn't realize there were going to be that many people there. And they were overwhelmed with people when they actually hit the house.
Burnett says each person is also facing a felony charge of child abuse after deputies found 2 young children sleeping in closets.
The conditions of the house, according to my officers, were pretty bad for children to be in, and plus being around making drugs in that area, in that residence, so that's the reason they were charged for that.
Burnett says all of these people are repeat offenders. He says his department has been receiving traffic and noise complaints for months before a judge ordered a search warrant.
I think one of the females that was arrested actually owned it, but there were a lot of people that just, I call it, piled in there.
Bragg says his teacher discussed the disruption, which he says horrified the town.
She asked us what current events were going on, and I told her about that, and she said, "Oh yeah." And we started talking about that, just how surprised she was and how shocked everybody else in the classroom was that something like that could happen in such a small town here.
The sheriff says those 13 people will stay in jail until at least Monday, when they're scheduled for their first hearing and a judge will set a bond. In Marion County, Hannah Lawrence, News Channel 9.